I'm Tania Kappner. I'm a longtime civil rights organizer and union leader. I grew up in New York City originally and have been located in Oakland, California for the past 18 years. And these are not normal times, where we can afford to just chug along and feel as if it's business as usual. I know you, the delegates, know this. I know you, the delegates, know how fiercely we are under attack, how the basic right to public education is under attack. Well, I'm running for executive vice president with the Equal Opportunity Now and by any means necessary slate because we must make a change. We have to organize as a union a new national fight, a movement that takes on head-to-head, toe-to-toe these attacks on public education and that stands proud for our tradition of equal access, for a fight for every student's right. I am committed to organizing that movement, that independent movement where we set the policy of the politicians, where we put principles before politics as usual, where we connect with, as teachers and educators and folks that work in the schools, we connect and mobilize with the community, with the parents and the students, as we did in California, March 4th, when we mobilized statewide against the budget cuts, when I organized in my district with folks to have an emergency disaster drill where everybody went out in the schools, where we joined up with marches from our Latino neighborhood, Fruitvale, where the community college students came down to City Hall and connected with the UC Berkeley students, fighting the fee hikes, fighting for K through 12, fighting for adult education. We're in the fight of our lives. And we really have to end race to the top. And we can do that. We can do that. If the unions do not sign on, it is a dead letter. That is why I'm running for executive vice president. We need to demand that federal funds be released according to need, not according to competition. As we stated before, education is a right. Education is a right for every student, from pre-K through higher ed, through adult ed, for every child, for every adult. To have the promise of democracy made real, we've got to stand and say that education is a right, not a race, and we've got to organize according to those means. We need to oppose this whole push towards charterization. We need to fight hard against the direction of pushing, charter schools pushing towards vouchers. Privatization, no. No. We can say no to the Gates folks that want to control our schools. We can say no to Eli Broad having private control over our schools, placing his people in all those positions. We can get, Arne Duncan must go. And we can get him out if we organize and say the truth. That we're going to take on the policy maker to change the policy. We're going to take on the policies of attacking public education very seriously. And I helped organize the demonstration against Arne Duncan yesterday at Aviation High School. It was a lot of fun. And I feel that that's the kind of thing that we should be doing as a whole union on a national basis. We've got to speak up against these attacks on public education that are coming from both sides of the aisle in D.C. In 2008, people made a change. They didn't vote to attack public education. They voted for hope. They voted for progress. They voted for civil rights. This country supports the right to public education. We've got to get out there, tell the truth about what's necessary. Class size reduction, full programs, including the arts, not just the subjects that are tested. To get rid of this push towards high-stakes testing, to make sure our schools are not test prep factories. And I'm proud to stand against merit pay. I'm proud that I organized a fight against it, conversion successfully. We stopped Martin Luther King Elementary School in Oakland, where I'm from becoming a charter school by working with the parents there. I'm proud to say that our students are not test scores, that we should not be punished for serving the neediest students, that we should not be punished for working in urban areas. We should not be treated second class. This is Brown versus Board of Education we're defending. We have to stand for a civil rights movement. That's why I urge you to vote for Yvette Falarca for AFT president. That's why I urge you to vote for Steve Kahn for AFT treasurer. And that's why I urge you to vote for me, Tania Kappner, for executive vice president for the American Federation of Teachers. Because we must send a message to Washington that times they are changing. That's why this whole slate of folks from across the nation is running, to say that AFT can be so much more. Politics, no.